Alright guys, what is going on? How y'all doing? This is the Club of Demand 1993, and I'm very sorry this stream is late. I was supposed to last night after SmackDown. When I laid down for a little power nap I was going to take, I was going to get a little heavy after my SmackDown review. It turned into 3 hours. Yeah, so don't have much time, but I'm going to be here for a quick 15-20 minute stream just to give you a quick live review, live preview and predictions of tonight's pay-per-view, WWE Extreme Rules 2022. Heads up though, I will most likely not be able to watch this pay-per-view tonight. Just please make sure though, do not send me any spoilers. I will of course post a tweet asking for no spoilers to be sent to me, because I know some of you like to tweet me about my thoughts on things during the show, but I will not be able to watch the show tonight. So please, no spoilers. But we're going to quickly talk about these. This preview and predictions. There's 6 matches on this card taking place tonight, October 8th, 2022 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This card, though, is very intriguing to me. There are 6 matches. Each has a unique stipulation to it, which I like. And of course, the biggest thing going into this show is we will be getting the reveal of the White Rabbit. We will find out tonight, we have found out on SmackDown last night with the vignettes. We will find out who is the White Rabbit, which I'm still thinking it's going to be Bray Wyatt. If it is in fact Bray Wyatt, which again, I don't know who else it could be though if it's not Bray Wyatt. So I want to say how I'm going to predict how I think he should make his return if it is in fact Bray Wyatt, because I really don't know who else this White Rabbit could be, especially from the teases and everything. I don't know who else. And also, what match will main event this show? There's 2 title matches in the show and 4 non-title matches, which I do like. Again, I've said this for the longest time. I feel like your best stories for pay-per-view matches are ones that don't involve the title. Especially when Vince was around, because the title feuds were easy. Someone's getting an opportunity, that's it. The non-title matches were the hardest stories to write. But of course, there is, the Vince is gone. We can't use that excuse anymore. There's a lot of these matches I feel can go either way. I don't feel any of them are too predictable. Actually, I don't think any of them to me are predictable, because I think they can go either way. So I like this. Again, the build to this has been decent to solid. Not as I wouldn't say it was quite as strong as the build was for Clash the Castle. But I think the matches itself are really exciting. And again, they're not that predictable to me. I think for the most part, these matches can go either way. But again, I don't have much time at all, so let's just roll into this. I have maybe 15-20 minutes, so let's just roll right in with the first match. Again, as always, I'm predicting these in order of how I believe these matches will, in order of how these matches will be on the card. I think the best match on this card to start it off with is this 6-man tag match, a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match, Imperium, which is of course Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci, which had their old names, but it is what it is. I still like that they're together. Versus the Brawling Brutes, Sheamus, who had another excellent match with Gunther last night on SmackDown for the Intercontinental title. Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and Pete Dunne. Please just give him that name back, please. They gave him the look. Just want the name back. I guess this is going to be some sort of a street fight type, brawl, car crashing type match with weapons involved that, should give a hot start to the show. I think it will be very good. This has been a very surprisingly great feud, of course, since Triple H took over. I like that they've reformed Imperium. Always loved Imperium. And I've grown to be fans of the Brawling Brutes as well. Again, other than Pete Dunne not having his name. Not having his actual name. He's still Butch, but they've given him his look back. He's wrestling like Pete Dunne again. So but I think this will be a very physical car crashing match. I do think I'm going to pick Imperium to win this. But with how Imperium's been getting the upper hand, it wouldn't surprise if they gave a rub to the Brawling Brutes. Like, not have them pin the Intercontinental Champion, but maybe have, like Pete Dunne pin Ludwig Kaiser maybe or something. I don't know. No, but I can see them going either way, but my safe pick is still Imperium. Again, I want to see them still be dominating like they were in NXT UK. Again, I've always been a huge fan of Eichner. Well, I'm sorry, got used to the new names. Vinci and Kaiser, of course, as a tag team, and of course Gunther has always been great as well. But I'm going to go my safe bet and say Imperium take this one. But I can still see the Brawling Brutes pulling up the surprise. They've gained a lot of momentum lately, so I will not be surprised if they won. But my pick is Imperium. Next match, I think, will be the ladder match. Bianca Belair and Bayley for the Raw Women's Championship in a ladder match. I think they put in the ladder kind of, protect whoever the loser of this match is. Something I did mention, of course, in the intro, I think there's going to be a heel turn happening. And I think this match should be where one happens. More so the fact that I feel like there should be like a reveal. Because I feel like, again, I keep saying, with War Games, just a little over a month away, they got to start establishing the teams. And yes, it looks like we're going to be getting, Bianca Belair and maybe Asuka, Alexa, and I still think Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch needs to be in that War Games match if she's, of course, back from injury in time, which I think she will. But I think you're more so going to set up who the heels team is, because we got Bayley, we got the rest of Damage Control with Dakota Kai and Io Sky. So even though I know some people are saying Bianca's going to retain, I actually think Bayley's got to win this. Because as I said, in recent weeks, Damage Control's been losing a lot lately. I'm glad they gave, Dakota and Io singles victories, even though some have said Io's not been wrestling as good as she used to, which may just be them holding back a little bit on her. Maybe she's a little sluggish and she was gone with injury for a while or just ring rust. I don't know. And I can agree also that Bayley hasn't quite been as smooth in the ring since she came back yet. But I really think with the momentum still there for Damage Control, I think you gotta capitalize and put the belt on Bayley. Even though I have read rumors, and I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of this, I've read rumors that Bianca Belair is going to drop the title at WrestleMania to Charlotte Flair, which I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that. I'm sorry. I mean, if they want to do a feud with Bianca and Charlotte, fine. But why does Charlotte have to win the title at Mania? I'm sorry. I'll knock on Triple H for this. Charlotte Flair has had plenty of WrestleMania moments. Give it to somebody else. Please. But I think, the best route to go here is to have Bianca drop this to Bayley thanks to a heel turn. I can definitely see either Asuka or Alexa turning heel on Bianca and joining Bayley's team. Honestly, if I had to pick one, I would say Alexa Bliss. I'm sorry, I know she's likable, but she has no character as a babyface. And I think, have her be the goddess again as a heel. I mean, we've reverted away from that Alexa Bliss character that got over pushed in 2017 and 2018 for too long now. It's okay to go back to it at this point. So if they want to have her be the one that say turn heel and cost Bianca the match, or it could be somebody new. I have heard some rumblings of maybe Indy Hartwell, which okay, you could have okay, well, let's say if it's not Indy though. Say if it's, it could be Asuka because they had Asuka have that knee injury. But my thing is again, what if they have, Alexa turn? Actually, it'd make more sense for Alexa to be the one to turn. She could turn heel, join Damage Control's team, and then you can have Bianca's team be Bianca, Asuka, a returning Becky, and Candice LeRae, who's been teasing like some sort of like a little bit of like a thing of like an alliance with the baby faces anyways. Although there's still Raquel and Shotzi teasing something, have a team as well, since they've got involved a little bit with Damage Control. So I still don't know what direction they're going to be going for with the whole women's War Games match. But I still think the safest pick is Bayley. This one I'd be a little disappointed in, actually, if they have Bianca retain. Because Damage Control has the momentum. They need the momentum. So, like I said, you brought them, you formed them, and the booking has been very similar to what the Undisputed Era was when they first came in, except with women. So I still think you got to put the belt on Bayley here. I think you got to do it. And again, it's fine. It'll protect Bianca. It's a ladder match, so we'll see how that goes. But I think if any match a heel turn is going to happen, this is the one that's going to happen. Following this, we have this fight pit match with Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins, with Daniel Cormier as a special guest referee. I definitely wanted like Extreme Rules or Falls Count Anywhere for this match. Even I Quit would have been intriguing as well. But I think, with how, personal and how great this build has been, putting them inside of a fight pit actually is not a bad idea either. Kind of like, retain them. There's no rules. You have to win by either submission or knockout, I believe. Which, with how personal this has gotten, I like to see this be a knockout finish. And I'm going to go as far as saying I think Matt Riddle will win by knockout. This is his match to win. He didn't win. I was fine with him not winning at Clash of the Castle. I was kind of fine with like the segment they did to kind of like, give both of them the rub at SummerSlam. This is Matt Riddle's match to win. I'm sure Daniel Cormier might get involved somehow. I mean, he may give a knockout blow to Seth Rollins. So I don't know, but don't help Riddle win. But I want to see Riddle win by knockout. That's my prediction. Riddle wins by knockout. But this will be great. And then we have, this is another match where I feel like that it has to go one person's way, or otherwise, what was the point? Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross in a strap match. Strange stipulation, but I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm not sure why they had to go with the strap, but I guess they had to get something different in there for the weapon, because Karrion Kross is not really running away from Drew McIntyre. He's dominated Drew and played the mind games with him ever since. Unless it's the way of Drew saying, hey, I'm not afraid of you. Let's stay strapped together and beat the hell out of each other, basically. This match, though, Kross needs this. I'm sorry. I especially if it would be stupid for him to bring back Karrion Kross just to lose to Drew McIntyre. Drew can take the loss here. Kross is going to win this. You want to make him dominate. You want to get him back on track, which you already basically did, him being away for a while, bring him back and immediately going after, the biggest names, that's the right move to do. But they got to capitalize and give him the win here. I think so too. I think that's where it needs to go. Karrion Kross wins this match, against McIntyre. Probably by getting McIntyre to pass out to the Kross jacket, probably. Yes, I'm a little concerned because they have had Kross dominate almost every single segment, basically, they've had. But, again, I love Drew McIntyre, but I'm sorry. Kross needs this victory more, I think. So I got Karrion Kross winning the strap match. So, of course, it was definitely between two matches I thought that should main event this show. I decided on one because of the reveal of the White Rabbit. But obviously the one that did not get picked is this one. Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's title in an Extreme Rules match. Personally, I thought this should have been a submission match. That way, Liv can beat Ronda at her own game, in my opinion. But then, of course, Extreme Rules is interesting as well because, we know Ronda can be extreme, but we also got to see if Liv can get extreme. I've been saying this. Again, Triple H's booking of Liv has been odd. But in his defense, too, is they've really backed himself into a corner with this. again, like, you didn't want to book her like Nikki Cross last year, but you also didn't want to book her like Bayley, which you kind of went that direction a little bit from when Bayley in 2017. The past 2 or so weeks, 3 weeks, I feel like they've done better with it, but it's still one of those things where it's like, you feel like they got to, just take the belt off Liv and just reset, start over again. I still also wonder if they're going to turn Liv heel. I still don't want to see Liv go heel. I still want to see her be face. Like, she is meant to be a baby face. She's meant to be likable without being, pushed down the fans' throats. So you might have to just take the belt off her and restart. It's just been weird booking, especially since they turned Ronda heel at SummerSlam, but yet she's gotten babyface reactions ever since. So I don't know. I'm still, my gut's still saying they gotta put the belt on Ronda here. But I'm also thinking they may pull off the surprise and have Liv win this and turn heel and do a double turn. But my gut feeling's going with Ronda winning this Extreme Rules match. Just please don't waste our time and have this barely be anything extreme. Like, don't have it be like, Extreme Rules, but it's like they don't do much extreme. It's just standard. Like, don't do that. Actually have them get extreme. Please. But that's that. And then my pick for the main event. Again, I'm sorry again, I'm rushing, guys, but again, I literally got to leave in like 5 minutes. I think this should be the main event. Edge versus Finn Balor in an I Quit match. There's so many ways this can go. I mean, the whole story here is Edge is a babyface. He thinks Judgment Day is his fault, which, it makes sense. So he wants to, of course, take out the Judgment Day. He's beaten Damian Priest so far. The match with Dominic Mysterio got into like a DQ. He's not fighting Rhea Ripley. No one else has really been able to take down Rhea yet, really. Other than, she took a bump at that match at Clash at the Castle. But, of course, they still did get Dominic Mysterio. I still feel like the safest bet to go. I still feel like a lot of people are going to say Edge is going to win this. I can still see him winning it. But I want Finn. I want Finn to win this match. I know it's a long shot, but I'm going to go and say Finn. Because I think a couple things can happen. One, they're teasing something with AJ Styles. Even though I think it's too soon to revert back to being a heel, I gotta be honest again, I can see why they would, because he's done nothing but lose all year. Even if they want, he does have a history with Edge. If they wanted to do him and Edge and put a finish to the feud, do a double turn, okay. But I also am thinking it may not involve AJ in this finish if Finn would win. I'm going to throw a curveball here and say the White Rabbit reveals himself as Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt becomes the official new leader of the Judgment Day and helps Finn win this. Somehow it'll help Finn win the I Quit match. Unless if they get Edge to pass out or something, I don't know. Have him return and do it the Mandible Claw or something. I don't know how else the White Rabbit can return. And if it is Bray Wyatt, which I'm still pretty sure it's Bray Wyatt, because other than that, I don't know who else it could be. I don't know how else I don't know who else you could say it is. So, but also, I keep hearing the rumors that Triple H wants to push Finn. And ever since Triple H took over, I do agree. Finn Balor is a Triple H guy, and anytime Triple H has gotten his hands on the reign for Finn Balor, he's always booked him $1 million. So a good way to get that going is to give him the win in this I Quit match. Again, I think it's going to take a ton to get Edge to say I quit. But I want Finn. I want Finn to win this. I think it would be a huge statement if Finn won this match. And that is why I'm making this the main event. That's why this should be the main event match, in my opinion. I mean, I won't be upset if it's not, but it's who I think it's where I think they should go with this. It probably won't happen this way, even though, again, I don't know how else the White Rabbit's going to be revealed on the show. So, I gotta go with that. Finn Balor wins. Bray Wyatt is revealed as the White Rabbit and the new leader of the Judgment Day. And that does it. Again, guys, I gotta get going like right now. But let me just thank you people for stopping the live chat. Tyler, JR, Alfie Dean. We got Robbie here though. I got at least I want to acknowledge Robbie's stuff. He's hoping he brings back brand exclusive pay-per-views and all wrestlers stay on their respective brands, except for when they do like special like super shows. I agree. The only thing I will say is if you do brand specific pay-per-views again, don't do 2 a month. Do just 1 a month. You can have Raw have 1 month, SmackDown 1 month. I do agree with that though, because it will. If we're going to be bringing back more people, it's gonna. Like I said, at the beginning of the year, I was saying end the brand split. But of course, if you got the roster, do the brand split. So yes, I do agree with that. Just make sure you're not doing 2 a month. He's also said the Donnybrook match will open the show and the Fight Pit will close it. I'd be okay with that. I would be okay with that. If it happened that way. We got MH97. I would still love Liv if she went heel, same with Bliss. Fair game. Edge and Finn should be the Extreme Rules match, Tyler thinks. They could have. Kudos to whoever Triple H got to walk around the arena and sit behind the commentary as the White Rabbit to further promote the gimmick. That person definitely got a nice paycheck out of that. Definitely for sure. But thank you guys. Again, though, I will tweet it out once I get settled because I literally got like 50 million things to do today. But reminder, I'm 95% sure I will not be able to watch this show tonight. So please do not tweet me any spoilers. Do not send me any spoilers. I will have to catch up and watch this show tomorrow. So no spoilers, please. Especially, of course, with the stuff with the White Rabbit. But guys, I gotta check out. I gotta get moving here. Thank you guys for joining me again. I'm sorry this happened again. I passed out last night for like 3 hours after my SmackDown review last night. I woke up. I had to get up earlier today, so I'm all over the place. So I got 50 million things to do today. So thank you for your patience. I still think this was an effective preview predictions. I will, of course, review Extreme Rules probably sometime tomorrow. And, of course, we will go from there. So, guys, once again, as always, what are your thoughts on my predictions? Who are you predicting to win these matches? Who do you think will show up? Who will turn heel on the show? Maybe we'll get a face turn. Who knows? Who will be the White Rabbit? And who do you think, and what do you think will be the main event? Please be sure, guys, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Be sure, as always, to slap a like on the video. Subscribe for more content on my channel. Follow me on Twitter as well, at DemandAirboy93. Until then, guys, I'm checking out. I'll catch you guys all tomorrow for my Extreme Rules review. Have a great rest of your day and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Peace out, everybody. Yeah, no, I will survive. There's no escape.